Mimi ndio Sifuna, katibu mkuu wa chama cha ODM, seneta wa kaunti ya Nairobi na naibu kiranja wa walio wachache ndani ya bunge la Senate. Nimefika hapa kama nyinyi wote nitoe pole zangu kwa familia ya mwenda zake Roslyn, kwa sababu huyu mama ambaye amelala hapa leo alikuwa ni mtetezi wa kwanza wa haki za wanyonge na haki za kibinadamu. Mheshimiwa Raila Odinga, mimi wakati tumekuwa katika likizo pale Disemba, the Kenya National Commission on Human Rights ilitoa statement moja kali sana. Wengi ambao tunaamini katika uhuru na haki tulishabikia hiyo statement. Hatukujua kwamba Roslyn alikuwa anatoa hiyo statement akiwa mgonjwa, akiwa hospitali. Mimi nataka ujiulize wewe leo, wewe hauna kansa, wewe si mgonjwa, hauko hospitali, mkono yako yote mbili uko nayo. Mwenyezi Mungu amekubariki na siku, lakini hauwezi kuzungumza wakati ambapo unaona haki za binadamu na haki za Wakenya zikikandamizwa. Si unafaa usikie aibu? Kama mtu wako mgonjwa hospitali lakini yeye ndiye anakutetea, wewe mwenyewe huwezi kujitetea, itakuwaje? Nataka kwa niaba ya makao makuu ya chama cha ODM, kwa niaba ya wananchi wote wa Nairobi na kwa niaba yangu mwenyewe na familia yangu, niseme pole sana kwa kumpoteza huyu shujaa ambaye alikuwa anasimamia mambo ya haki. Mheshimiwa Raila Odinga, kitu ambacho wengi hawajui ni kwamba baada ya hiyo statement kutolewa na Kenya National Commission of Human Rights, walinyang'anywa pesa. Walinyang'anywa pesa. Vice Chair yuko hapa, they lost over 100 million shillings from their budget because of standing up and saying they condemn abductions. Sasa ile kitu ambayo imebaki ni sisi wengine ambao tutasimama hapa katika hafla hii ya kumzindikisha Roslyn, lazima tuwe wa kweli. Na Bishop, leo umenisaidia sana, kwa sababu mimi nitajificha nyuma yako. Mtu akijaribu kunurushia ngumi apige Bishop, shauri yake, kutenda shetani. Bishop has challenged us as leaders to do what? To stand up and speak truth to power. When something is wrong, we all have a responsibility to say that it is wrong. Mheshimiwa Raila Odinga, wewe saa hii ulisema unaenda kutafuta kiti ya AU. And as your Secretary General, there are instructions you left to me. I don't know if ODM has more than one Secretary General. I am the only one. You told me that we must retain the identity of the political party called ODM as a beacon of hope for Kenyans, chama ambacho kitasimama na haki kila siku, mvua ije ama jua ije. Hiyo ndio instructions uliniwachia. Baba, nataka niseme kama katibu wako, ukienda AU upate ukose, mimi nitakurudishia chama chako jinsi ambavyo uliniwachia. Jinsi ambavyo uliniwachia. Baba, kuna watu wananiambia ati tukiona mtu kama huyu rafiki yangu Kiborek na wenzake wanasimama wanasema 2027 kura ya Ruto isipotosha watajaza, ati ninyamaze tu nitakuharibia kura ya AU. Wanasema baba, saa hii tukiona unafiki ambao uko kwa serikali, wanasema wachukue hata watoto ya watu wanawashika, hawawaleti kotini, wanapotelea huko, abductions zinazidi, ati SG wako anyamaze kwa sababu nitakuharibia kura ya AU. Baba, watoto wamefungua shule saini wiki mbili, serikali kuu haijatuma pesa ya capitation, wananiambia Sifuna nyamaza, unaharibia baba kura ya AU. Bishop, wacha kama Mungu atanipiga radi nikufe, anipige tu. Lakini vile umeniambia leo, nitasimama kwa ukweli. Kama mambo ni mbaya katika taifa letu, lazima tutasema mambo ni mabaya. Baba, mambo hayako mazuri hapa Kenya na lazima tutaendelea kuzungumza. Ndugu yangu Kiborek, wewe unasema tupe William Ruto nafasi afanye kazi yake. Akikampeni yeye mwenyewe ndiye alituambia akiweka Biblia chini. Akiweka Biblia chini inamaanisha nini? Kwani unachukua miaka 10 kuweka Biblia chini? Sio sisi tulisema, ni yeye mwenyewe alisema ako na mpango, anajua kazi, akiweka Biblia chini atatatua hii maneno. Kwa hivyo tukimkosoa, tunamkosoa kwa maneno yake mwenyewe. Kwa hayo mengi, mimi naomba huyu Roslyn, I pray that Roslyn will continue to be proud of the people she has left behind, including members of my party ODM. Vile Bishop umesema, Sisi, we must stop being psycho fans.
And I'm trying to tell him, not so fast, you know.
Yeah.
Don't. It's like the Icarus. You know, remember the Icarus who flew up there? Yeah, you have all the energy.
Yeah.
And you have all that, but slow down. Mm-hmm. Listen to the elders. Otherwise, you're going to melt your wax up there and take a fall.
Down, yeah. So, Sifuna, how do you uphold the separation of powers?
The public can see why I cannot take advice from Farah Maalim. Yeah. When he tells me to go slow, so my wings will fall off. They are my wings. Let them fall off if they will. But I will move at the speed that I'm moving with. Because it is, I want to tell you, Farah, it is possible for a president to govern in accordance with the law. You are saying things that do not even exist. And I want to advise you to leave the law to the lawyers. Because
can I just remind you one thing? Can I just remind you something?
Let me finish. Write it down, Farah.
I have said I've refused all your advice. Because I can see you are speaking from a position of severe ignorance. ODM, there's people like Ojienda who are fixated with power sharing. Everything he talks about is just who will be what and who will get what.
In all fairness, Ojienda mentioned it here before even the broad-based government happened.
I understand that. I am telling you that there are those of us who are fixated on power. There are those of us who are fixated on fixing this country. And there's a distinction. And I have not said that it is not possible. But I have said in the past, you know, we need to learn from the mistakes we made in the past. One of the things that I have learned in the past, I'm beginning my 8th year as SG in February of this party. One of the things we've learned in the past is that we have a responsibility to advise our leaders. And the beauty with the party leader, Raila Odinga, is that he always falls back to his troops to advise him. And he listens to the advice. The advice that we failed to give in 2018-2022 was that you were associating with a government that was extremely unpopular and that we were going to end up carrying the burden of incumbency when indeed it was not our government. This is the exact same situation that we find ourselves in. But the responsibility on the people who believe in ODM, who believe in the values of this party, is to not make the same mistake we made last time by keeping quiet and saying, oh, let us just keep quiet, this thing will work out. It did not work out. We are not going to make the same mistake. We have a responsibility to say, and I've said it here, it doesn't matter if you are not performing as an incumbent, if you are doing the things that this government is doing, it doesn't matter who supports you. You will still come up short. And I've given you the example of what we did last election. We had a coalition of 26 political parties, including a sitting president. We still came up short, Trevor, because we did not address the issues of the people. And the incumbency, the presidency, all those things that were happening, including the bodies showing up in River Yala, the state of the economy, the demolitions, all of those things, we ended up carrying that burden. And I'm telling you, for as long as I'm SG of ODM, I am sworn to give proper advice to my party leader. I cannot go to Bungoma and be told by the people who supported Ruto that they no longer see him as somebody they can support. Then I come and report the opposite. I am not helping my party leader.
Should your party insist that this is the direction we're taking, what happens?
We will cross that bridge when we get there. I can tell you for a fact, Trevor, at the end of the day, my responsibility is to put things on record so that history can record that I warned that this is something that would still hurt us as a political entity. And honestly speaking, if you look at the political dynamics in the country right now, it would be very foolish for ODM not to field a presidential candidate. It would be extremely foolish. If you look at the math, President Ruto was declared president by a margin of 200,000 votes. All Raila needs to do, all ODM needs to do is to keep all its constituencies. We have not lost any of our constituencies.
Okay.
He has lost almost half of his constituency in Mount Kenya.
Okay.
How do you then support somebody? How do you help somebody when you can help yourself? That is something that does not make any sense. Comments are coming from a place of fear. Now they're afraid that time has run out. They know the government is extremely unpopular. They can't see anything in the horizon that they can do to reverse the fortunes of the government in 2027. They are speaking from a place of fear. It is only an animal that is afraid, that wants to attack people and threaten people, and it's showing its teeth, our claws. Oh, so we will do this, we will bring back 24 years. In which country? This is not 1980. This is not 1980. Ukianguka kura, unaanguka tu kura unaenda nyumbani. Hakuna mahali utakatalia. Unakatalia wapi? This is not 2007, my friend. This is not 2007 where somebody can actually lose elections and impose themselves on the people. Ukianguka kura nyumbani. So mtu asitutishe hapa ati he will go and reinvent the 24-year presidency. There's nothing like that. The thing that guarantees re-election, as I have said, is you deliver on your promises, make the lives of Kenyans better. You will not have to fight with anybody. They will put you back in office. But for as long as you continue with the way in which you are continuing, talking to people the way you want, insulting the public, threatening the public, a public that is very well informed on its rights, threatening to violate the constitution, ignoring constitutional principles, this year, in fact, if I had spoken in Bungoma, I would advise the president, forget about roads, forget about railways. We need the software of this country to be reinstalled. That is the problem. It won't matter if you are telling us you are making us good roads so that our parents can zoom on those roads between police stations looking for their children and going to mortuaries. Then we don't need those roads. If the roads are for us to travel freely as we look amongst bodies in mortuaries to look for our young ones, our loved ones, we don't need those roads. What we need is, can you guarantee us the values in Article 10 will be respected by the government? Can you guarantee that the life of Kenyans will not be interfered with the way it is being interfered with? There are loved ones who spend Christmas without their kids. There are families that spend Christmas without their kids. So even if you tell that person that you have dualized Malaba to Mombasa, what are you telling that person? So that they can go and fetch their children from the quarries and the rivers. We don't want that.
And we are not alone. There's a new force of nature at hand, stirring all over the world. They are the young people whom, frankly, we have failed, who are angry, who are organized, who are capable of making a difference. They are a moral army. And the most important thing that we can do for them is to get the hell out of their way.
No one is going to tell me what to do at one time. I'm in charge. So please put that proposal on the table and then let's discuss it. And if they need a right, you can't say because there is a rule here. We work according to the rule.
I'm inside. Niko ndani. Na tunamalizana na nyinyi. Tunamalizana na nyinyi. Mmetutesa sana. Today is today. You must hear our cry. Sisi ni sisi. Utatusikiza. Hii ni bunge yetu. Sisi tumewafanya mko hapa. This is our parliament. You must hear us. Kama hamna masikio, tutawafanya msikie. Poa mzee.
President, nataka kuambia uko na miaka 2 katika ofisi. Na hawa wananchi hawa they will punish you na hata ukiwa na pesa watakutoa nje.
Idiots who don't want to participate in the affairs of their nation, they think things will just work in and of themselves. Then they are tribalists. And these tribalists, they think that they are only safe with people who are from their tribe. And tribe can mean people from the same culture, same language, or same culture. Then they are citizens. These are individuals who are responsible and know that when you want to be served, you must give those who have the desire and the intellectual capacity to serve you. In many societies, it is only a small percentage of people that can be called citizens, not more than 5%. And if a society wants to grow in the right direction, civic education is what will help the idiot and the tribalist to become a citizen.
Wacheni tu mimi niseme na mapema. Ndio kama kuna list na andiko mniweke kwa list. I can't wait to reject Finance Bill 2025. I can't wait because I know it will be something absurd. It will be something mental. I can't wait. Mniweke kwa list jameni. List reject.
Majenzi mko, kazi mnafanya kwa mtandao ni mzuri sana na tunapongeza nyinyi na muendelee. Mtaendelea. Lakini mtandao peke yake haitoshi. Tunataka mjiandikishe kama wapiga kura. Wale watu ambaye watakomboa Kenya hii, wenye kuamua Kenya itaongozwa namna gani, ni hao majenzi wetu mwaka wa 2027. lakini hamwezi amua Kenya itakaa namna gani kwa simu peke yake. Lazima mchukue vitambulisho, lazima mjiandikishe kama wapiga kura. Siku hiyo ikifika, muamuke saa 9, muungane na sisi na wengine, tuende pale kwa debe, tutafute uongozi wa maana ambaye utaheshimu wa Kenya, utaheshimu demokrasia na utakubali kufanyia kila mtu maendeleo. Tumekubaliana majenzi?
Now, why do you want Ruto gone?
We want Ruto gone because he is killing innocent people. He's wanting to pass the Finance Bill 2024. He's putting tax on sanitary products that girls can't even buy. He can't go to school. He's corrupt. He's taking the money. He needs to go.
Yes.
Out. If you're going to raise anything, start with your hairline.
Nice.
Control, Alt, Delete, Ruto. The drunk did better than you. Drunk did better than you.
Nice.
Mungu nguvu yetu, itoe Ruto Kenya, hata kama angalau na jali. Sisi Kenya tumechoka na Ruto, maisha imetuharibikia, analipisha mpaka sodo ya wamama. Pure kabisa Ruto. We don't like you, go home. Sasa tafuta kiongozi ambaye anapenda mwananchi na anapenda kijana kama.
They want to be described as honorable even when they are horrible. They acquire things which they have not worked for. They promise us things that they know they will never deliver. And there is no shortage of such men and women in the African continent.
Now the next election, yes. Unajua hawa ndio watakuwa nasema fagia wote ama mtasema namna gani? This generation, yes, they use their might because they didn't vote. The largest vote in the last election.
You like me, why them a fight me? You like me, chewing a bomb and a bite it. You like me, chewing a bite it. Don't like, how I got you. When I trust them, when I trust them, even if we put them. When I trust them, stay fine, not touch them. When I trust them, when I trust them, what they are, I soak them. In fan, I'm missing ya, bust them.